fuel of 10,000 naira, we have to minimize how we use it. When we are cutting, the generator is not on. When we are assembling, the generator is not on. You know, just like that. And it makes our overhead increase instead of, but we're managing it.
Wow. So, you know, with all this that you've said, there will be times that maybe you feel so overwhelmed and you ask yourself, is this really working for me? Has it ever gotten to that point?
Yes, it has. Countless times, actually. At that point, like I said, we're not giving up, right? There's a vision already, and my aim is to achieve that vision. So at the point where I feel overwhelmed, I look at the brighter picture. I look at the vision. I look at what I have in my head, how massive it is. So that has just been what has kept me going, right? So at every point when I feel overwhelmed, I try to calm down. I try to calm down. I go back to the drawing board. Okay, what is it like? Where am I right now? And when I see where I am, I see that, okay, this is not the end of it. There'll still be a way. And that's just it.
So I'm seeing shoes, I'm seeing belts. So how did you move away from the bag making and now dive into the shoe and the belts and even the pops? How did you dive into that aspect of the craft?
Okay, at a point where I realized I needed to expand my horizon in craft, I had to go and learn. In 2018, I was opportunity to be part of the NEPC and Femi Handbags training. It was an intensive bag making training, and that was what practically opened my mind to other things. We were taught on small leather goods. That was where I learned wallets and purses from. We were taught on the things we can do with our scraps. So that was where I picked on other things from aside bags.
Okay, so far so good. How has been, but first of all, before I get into the other question, you were able to dive into another huge aspect of craft and creativity. That's having to train people.
Yeah.
Now we have so many creatives that they will tell you that I don't think I can train people for now. But how did you, and what point did you decide that yes, I need to give my knowledge to other people?
Okay, you know, I said earlier that one thing that prompted me to start the business initially was the fact that I didn't want to have to be looking for a job, right? So I felt like other people will be in these shoes,
yeah,
and they might not even know how to overcome it. So I felt I need to pour out myself into someone else that can do this thing, and that way we are creating employments for a lot of people that don't even know that they might need it, right? So my interest started, it was from the day one when I started the business. From day one, I knew I wanted to create jobs. I don't want a lot of unemployed youths anymore. So this is my way of giving back to the community. This is my way of increasing the economy of Nigeria. This is my way of growing other youths, basically.
You talked about the fact that the Nigerian economy, like the power supply and the lack of funding, seem to be the major bane for you. But you know, we have people now who have this knowledge. They don't even have the means of having any funds. They don't even know how to go about it. So if you were in their shoes, what would be the thing that you even do to ensure that this craft and creativity that you have doesn't die?
Okay, I would say, first of all, I would say that they should be grounded in the crafts, first of all, because I realized that a lot of people, they don't know the nitty-gritty of their crafts, and they call themselves CEO. It's not like the norm. They learn a craft for 3 months, for 2 months, and they have become CEO all of a sudden. They forget that there's still more to learn, aside that tiny bits of knowledge on crafts that they've gotten. So there's still a whole lot to learn. They should learn more, seek for mentorship, and they should put structure. By the time they start, the first thing, they should put structure in the business and be able to separate their funds. They shouldn't meddle up their personal funds with the business fund. That way, they'll be able to grow faster, and they won't be stuck on looking for funding all the time.
Okay, so what major mistake do you see that some newbies in your craft are making, and they seem not to move ahead? What do you think could be the mistake that they are facing?
I think I'll just boil it down to them not learning enough, not having enough knowledge. before diving into the waters, you must study the water and be sure that this water I can flow very well in it. So I think it's just a case of not learning enough, not having whom to look up to. When you don't have a mentor, it's as good as you working blindly into something. So when you have a mentor, when you've learned the craft enough, then you are sure that this part I can scale in it. So it's just a case of not having a mentor and not learning the craft very well.
So how have you been able to balance the fact that you're making bags, you're making footwear, you're making belts, making purses, having to even train people and be in to even balance the home? How have you been able to do all this and still maintain this drive?
Okay, it's just a case of I delegate a lot. Because I know that I cannot do all of these things alone. I delegate a lot. Then one more thing, whatever my money can do for me, I let the money do for me, right? If I am supposed to go to market and I realize that I will not have the time, I would rather send somebody that's the person's job. Do you understand? I'd rather send the person, let the person go to the market, sort all of that, and I'll be fine. And about the home front, if I'm to take care of my child, of course, I'm not the kind of mom that would readily always be available. I'm the kind of mom that I know I have to be there, I have to be there. So I'd rather put my child probably in a daycare or something. Right now she's in school. So when school closes, there's an after-school lesson and there's an after-school care. So by 6 p.m., she's in the house, I'm in the house. So that's how I've just been able to balance. And regarding the business, I basically delegate. Whoever is meant to make bags, know that you have to make so quantity of bags in a day. Whoever is manning the belts, know that you have make it so I don't have to be on it every time. And that's the essence of creating jobs. Because I cannot do everything alone. So that's the essence of creating jobs.
But we've seen Nigerians who complain, they get disappointed when they say they've delegated this to so person and another dedicated to another person. They end up having so many disappointments that they end up deciding to be on their own and do it themselves. How come you have survived that trend?
I have come to understand that in entrepreneurship, you cannot grow all alone. You cannot say you are climbing the ladder and you are all alone. It's not possible. That way, it will slow the growth down. If you don't have systems in place, it shatters the business basically. As minute or as little as your business can be, it is very important for structure to be in place. Currently, we're exhibiting somewhere right now, and we have people there. We have 2 people there, and I'm here. So it's just a case of delegating and following through. I was also there in the morning just to make sure that everything is in place, and I'm here now. So it's just a case of delegating and following through. Like you have to delegate and still follow through, not just delegate and go and sleep with your eyes closed. Delegate and follow through. The person you delegated to, has the person done it? The people out in the market, are you sure they are sourcing for the right kind of materials needed? So those are the kind of things. You don't just delegate and relax and say they are doing my job. No, you still have to be on the job even as you've delegated. Check.
So how have you been able to survive with customer burnout, especially for creative minds? So how have you been able to stay motivated, inspired as a woman?
For every time we have a production, while in the process of creating, I may be overwhelmed, I may be tired, but the moment I get to see all of the things we've created in their numbers, that joy comes from nowhere. It just comes like, wow. So do you mean we actually made this? We made this in this place. That's just the joy of seeing what you created with your hands.
Yes.
That joy practically takes away the overwhelming.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, it's not far anymore. It's actually very near. So in the next 5 years, I see us importing our products. I see us scaling, because right now we're already exporting. So I see us scaling our export system. I see us going for exhibitions outside Nigeria. Right now we've not gone for any international exhibition. We've been going for exhibitions around Nigeria. So now it's time to move. That time has come. So I see us moving. I see us increasing revenue. I see us training, at least in that 5 years, I see us training a minimum of about 500 a minimum of about 500 youths in Nigeria.
Okay.
This way, let's create more jobs, let's impact more lives, let's grow Nigeria economy together.
So we will be going on a short break. She World continues.
She Closets, where style meets confidence. She Closets is your go-to fashion segment designed to help modern women refine their style, elevate their wardrobe, and show up confidently, whether at the office, a meeting, or a casual outing. This week, we're focusing on two powerful essentials: shoes and office wear, because the right foundation defines the entire look. Shoes, stepping up your style game. Shoes are more than accessories, they are statement makers. The right pair can instantly transform an outfit from simple to striking. Whether you're dressing for work, brunch, or a formal event, your shoes should complement your outfit while reflecting your personality. Trending now, heels on the rise. Pointed toe heels and chunky block heels are making a strong comeback. Pointed toes create a sleek, elongated silhouette, making them perfect for structured off-it outfits. Chunky heels, on the other hand, offer stability without compromising elegance, ideal for long workdays or networking events. The stylish sneaker evolution. Sneakers are no longer just for casual Fridays. Designers are blending comfort with sophistication, making them suitable for smart casual office environments. Neutral toned leather sneakers, paired with tailored trousers or midi skirts, create a balanced fashion forward look. Bold strap sandals. Flat sandals with bold straps are trending, especially for warm weather office settings. They bring effortless chic energy while keeping comfort a priority. When styled correctly, they can look polished rather than overly relaxed. Styling tips for impact. Balance is key. If your outfit is bold or patterned, opt for neutral shoes. If your clothing is minimal, statement shoes can elevate the look. Mind the occasion. Not every trendy shoe fits every workplace. Understand your office culture and dress accordingly. Invest in versatility. Classic black pumps, nude heels, and structured loafers are timeless staples. Care and maintenance. Regular cleaning, proper storage, and shoe trees for structured pairs help maintain shape and longevity. Office wears, professional and polished. Dressing for work is about more than looking professional. It's about expressing confidence, competence, and individuality. Modern office fashion embraces structure with personality. Wardrobe essentials. Tailored trousers. A well-fitted pair of tailored trousers instantly sharpens your appearance. High-waisted styles elongate the frame, while wide-leg trousers create a powerful contemporary silhouette. Pair with a crisp shirt or a soft blouse for balance. Statement blouses and shirts. Structured shirts, silk blouses, tops bring personality to corporate dressing. Neutral tones remain classic, but muted jewel tones and soft pastels are gaining popularity. Dresses for structure. Shirt dresses and wrap dresses remain timeless choices. They provide comfort while maintaining professionalism. Structured midi dresses also offer a sleek boardroom-ready look. Blazers and layering. A blazer is non-negotiable in any professional wardrobe. Oversized blazers bring modern edge, while tailored cuts maintain classic sophistication. Layering adds dimension and polish. Pay attention to fits. Keep accessories minimal but intentional. Neutral pellets offer versatility, while one bold piece adds character. Confidence is your strongest accessory. Wear every outfit with purpose. Style is not about following trends blindly. It's about understanding what works for you and owning it. With the right shoes and thoughtfully styled office wear, every woman can step into a day feeling powerful, polished, and prepared.
Welcome back. It is She World. Okay, so your last words to any woman out there who feels lonely, distressed, and not willing to even take a bold step on anything based on the fact that they are lost. So what's your advice to them?
Okay. Let me hug the person. So I'll like to tell the person that this moment is only for a while, right? I've been there. So I can say that every other person too has been there at one point or the other. So take your time to breathe in, breathe out. This moment is only for a while. It is okay. After you've done that,